Good morning, girls. Uh, Myself again, DV sir. This is the third class of compound interest and simple interest. Today, first of all, we will discuss about the yesterday classes homework. I'll solve that. Then I'll move on to the calculation of compound interest, which we will be using through formulas. As we all know that I have given you two sums, sum number 6 and sum number 8. So these are the two homework. So first of all, I'll do with that two homework. Then I'll move on to the today's part. So you see the sum number 6, what it talks about that Ramesh invested 12,800 for 3 years at a rate of 10% per annum compound interest. Means he has invested 12,800 for the 3 years and the rate of interest which has been compounded interest at the rate of 10% per annum. You have to find three questions. First, the sum due to Ramesh at the end of first year. The second, the interest he earns for the second year. And the third, the total amount due to him at the end of the third year. Means how much he is earning at the end of first year, what will be the amount of interest at the end of the second year, and the total amount which remains due to him at the end of the third year. No. So sum number 6. I'll start with sum number 6. I think you all see that properly, right? So I'm starting that sum number 6. So it talks about the first year, means for the first year, principal is given rupees 12,800. Okay, 12,800. Time compounded annually, what may be the year, it doesn't matter. 3 years has been given, so time is 1 year annually. Okay, time is 1 year annually. Rate is given, rate is equal to 10%, right? Rate is equal to 10%. So therefore I is equal to PRT by 100, 12,800 into 10% into 1 by 100. We got 1280. Right? This is your interest, and therefore amount due at the end of first year will be rupees 12,800 plus 1280. What will be the amount? It will be 1480. 14,080. Now for second year, same wise, P, it will be this amount, 1480. Rate remains the same, also P also annually, 1 year annually. Therefore I 14,080 to 10 into 1 by 100, we will get 1408, which is in rupees. That is the interest. Therefore amount at the end of second year $14,080 plus 1408, it will become 15488. Now for third year, principal is this 15488 time rate therefore I 15488 into 10 divided by 100. Okay, so it will become 1548.80. Therefore amount at the end of third year rupees 15,488 plus 1548.80. It will become 17036.80. So they have asked three questions. First is, what will be the sum due to Ramesh at the end of first year? At the end of first year, the sum due to Ramesh will be 14,080. The interest he earns for the second year, the interest he earns for the second year will be this. This is the second answer. And the third answer is the total amount due to him at the end of third year, which is this amount, 17,036.80. This is the answer of the sixth question, which I have given you the homework. Next, come to sum number 8, which is also the homework part, that a man borrows rupees 5,000 at 12% compound interest per annum. Interest payable every 6 months, means he borrows 5,000 at 12%, but he is paying interest at every 6 months. He pays back rupees 1,800 at the end of every 6 months, means he is paying back 1,800 for rewriting the loan after every 6 months. Calculate the third payment he has made at the end of 18 months, means here you have to calculate the third payment which he will be making at the end of the 18 months to clear the entire loan amount. So first is question number 8. So for first 6 months, I am considering in a 6 months quarter, principal is rupees 5,000 is given, right? Rate of interest is 12%. As I am considering 6 months, so time visible to half year, means that is 0.50. You can also do it. Yeah. Okay. You can also do it. Therefore, interest is equal to 5,000 into 12 into 0.5 divided by 100, which I think will be getting rupees 300. To calculate it properly, I think it will be 300. Therefore, amount at the end of 6 months, if you add this, you will get the answer. 6 months is obviously 5,000 plus 300. You will get rupees 5,300 at the end of 6 months. So he is paying back 1,800 per month. So amount paid back is rupees 1,800. So balance amount will be, what will be the balance amount? 5,300 minus 1,800 is equal to rupees 3,500. This is the balance amount at the end of the year. Same wise, for next 6 months, second, this is the second, next 6 months, principal is this amount, rupees 3,500 principal. Time will be the same, rate will also be the same. Okay? So again, the interest will be 3,500 into 0.5 into 12 by 100, we will get rupees 210. Therefore, amount at the end of second 6 months, that is 12 months, how much? This plus this, rupees 3500 plus 210 is equal to rupees 3710. And how much we pay back? Again 1800. Therefore, amount paid back is same, which is 1800. So therefore, balance amount is equal to rupees 3710 minus 1800 is equal to rupees 1910. That will be the balance amount, right? That will be the balance amount. And again, for third 6th month, for third 6 months, another 18 months, this is okay. Principal, here you have to calculate only the amount paid for the third 6 months. You don't need to calculate the balance amount, okay? So how much he is paying principal will be this, rupees 1910 times 0.5 rate 12%. So interest is equal to 1910 into 0.50 into 12 by 100. How much is rupees 114.60? 114.60. Therefore, amount at the end of third 6 months, that is 18 months, is equal to rupees 1910 plus 114.60. If you calculate this, it will be rupees 2024.60. It will be 2024.60. This is the answer. This is the answer. Okay? These are the two previous day homework. Previous day solution of the homework. Thank you.